Again tonight with breaking news. A teenage boy has been rushed to the hospital with life-threatening injuries after he was hit by a car near 19th Avenue in Cactus. Police tell us the man was driving the car, stayed on the scene, but then tried to run when police arrived. The officers were able to catch the man. Phoenix police say he's in custody on suspicion of driving under the influence. We're working to learn more right now about that teen's condition and what led to the crash. Be sure and stay with 12 News for the latest updates.
New developments tonight in the murder of a 16-year-old girl in eastern Arizona near the community of White River. Thanks for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. A reward is now being offered for information in the case. And as Bianca Bono tells us, her family says 12 News tells 12 News there are significant developments in the case. Bianca?
Yeah, and although investigators with the Bureau of Indian Affairs are not yet confirming it, Cole's family tells us an arrest has been made in the case. The family of 16-year-old Celestia Cole, known to loved ones as Tia, saying there's been a massive break in the homicide investigation and an arrest has been made. They say a Bureau of Indian Affairs case agent visited them at their home on Thursday, informing them of the update. Family says the suspect is a minor and is not connected to them, writing in a statement, "While we take comfort in knowing that an arrest has been made, we recognize that the journey to healing and justice is still ongoing." But not long after the family confirmed the arrest, the BIA issuing a contradicting statement, writing, "At this time, the BIA Office of Justice Services has not made any arrests in the Celestia Cole investigation, and the investigation remains active and ongoing." 12 News speaking with a White Mountain Apache tribal spokesperson over the phone, and when asked if they could confirm an arrest, they stated they had no information to release at the time. The White Mountain Apache teen went missing in late October, and family posted to social media hoping for answers. Despite reporting her missing to tribal police, a statewide turquoise alert was not issued. The Department of Public Safety, which activates the alerts, stated it's the responsibility of the investigating agency to contact them to request an alert activation, saying White Mountain Apache tribal police never did. On November 3rd, tribal police announcing Tia's remains had been found near the community of Knott's Landing in White River. The Bureau of Indian Affairs is now assisting in the investigation, offering a $5,000 reward for information that leads to a conviction in the case. So again, conflicting reports from what we're being told by family who says BIA came to their home yesterday with that significant development versus what BIA is releasing tonight. The BIA says its investigation remains active and ongoing. If you have any information about what happened, call the BIA tip line at the number on your screen. We're live in studio tonight. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
All right, Bianca, thank you. Developing now, a shooting in Phoenix has left a man in critical condition tonight. Police say that it happened near I-17 and Dunlap Avenue just before 6 p.m. Sky 12 there flew over the scene earlier this evening.
When crews arrived, they found a man who'd been shot and rushed him to the hospital. There's still no word on who was involved or what led to the shooting. As police continue their investigation, roads will remain closed in the area. Tonight, hundreds of abused birds are finally safe after a major animal cruelty ring in Coolidge was busted.
That's right. The Pinal County Attorney's Office says that a months-long investigation uncovered a large-scale cockfighting and illegal enterprise operation. A grand jury has now indicted 60-year-old Samuel Felix and 61-year-old Gerald Vaughn.
When detectives searched their properties, they rescued more than 110 fighting roosters and 154 hens. They found cockfighting gear like belt buckles and hats, along with training equipment, ledgers, steroids, cash, and several guns, and also gang-related items. Crews also found several neglected dogs and rabbits on the property. Both men are facing 1 count of controlling an illegal enterprise and 80 counts of cockfighting. Vaughn is also charged with 3 counts of animal cruelty.
Right now, police are looking for the owner of this urn full of ashes. It was found yesterday on the side of the road in the area of Yuma and Dean Roads and brought to Buckeye Police. Now, if this urn looks familiar to you, Buckeye Police is asking you to give them a call.
The reopening of the government could mean the end for a booming business in Arizona.
The spending bill passed by Congress and signed by President Trump on Wednesday changes the rules for the THC-related products.
12 News journalist Chase Golightly is live in studio with us after speaking with those for and against this change. But I don't understand, after as many days as we watched this government in limbo, why this was even part of the government reopening.
Mark, that's the big question that a lot of advocates for these products really want to know, but it was a last-minute provision tucked away in the budget bill. Now, it won't have any impact on recreational or medical cannabis because that's already federally illegal. What it will do is put very strict regulations on CBD and hemp-related products with THC, something Arizona sheriffs tell me they've been asking for.
They look like cannabis edibles that you would have to buy at a dispensary. But Yavapai County Sheriff David Rhodes says these hemp and CBD products that do have trace amounts of THC could pretty much be bought anywhere.
But it's being sold at smoke shops and head shops and restaurants.
The sheriff says some places were giving more THC than what was legally allowed, and in some cases they were getting into the hands of kids. It's one of the reasons why he supports putting new restrictions on these types of products.
We were excited that they took this opportunity to close that loophole.
He's talking about the 2018 federal farm bill that legalized hemp, allowing unlicensed shops to sell any product as long as its THC concentration is 0.3% or lower. But this new funding bill brings huge changes with how THC is measured in these products.
Take CBD or hemp-infused drinks. Right now, when you buy them, they can have anywhere between 5 milligrams to 10 milligrams of THC in them. Under this new provision, drinks could only have 0.4 milligrams of THC.
A change Attorney Julie Gunnigal, the co-founder of Full Spectrum Law Collective, says will be devastating.
The impact federally will be to the tune of somewhere between 23 and $30 billion lost from the U.S. economy. It will mean tens of thousands of jobs.
She says these products are popular, and if they now become illegal,
it doesn't go away, it goes underground. So what we saw over this last week is the greatest giveaway to the illicit market that you can possibly imagine.
The federal government is giving a year for states to get ready for this change, one Gunnigal and her team plan to be a part of.
Now, it's important to note that right now in Arizona, you can't find these hemp products in smoke shops or gas stations like you can in other states. That's because a couple months ago, Attorney General Chris May said under state law, they can only be sold in licensed dispensaries. So this provision will definitely impact Arizona, but not as much as other states. Mark Caribe.
All right, Chase, thanks. Let's switch gears and go to meteorologist Chris Dunn.
Yeah, Chris, we've got this rainy system that's headed our way.
Yeah.
So can you time out the weekend for us? Which time frames should we really be focused on as far as the rain moving in?
And then, you know what? That seems to be the number one question everybody has. When is the rain going to move in? And the number two question is, how much rain are we going to get? The number three is it really going to rain? Yes, it will rain. Tomorrow, in the afternoon, we're looking at upper 70s and even an 81. I've just updated the forecast, bumped that up to 81. After about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when we will start to see the first little wave of showers move through. How much rain are we going to see? Well, on the high end, just a little over 3/4 of an inch of rain, and a lot of that coming with a big burst on Sunday afternoon. Other forecast models are kind of showing what we've been looking at all along, about 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch, possibly up to a 1/2 inch of rain, maybe a little bit less. It really depends on your location. As you know, it's all about the location. So on average, about 1/10 to about a 1/2 inch of rain this weekend. And then we have a couple of other systems for next week that'll give us another 1/2 inch of rain. Where's the rain right now? Still located in Southern California. The center of this low is just offshore, pulling in lots of subtropical moisture into Southern California. The flooding concern is there because there are a lot of burn scars because of the large wildfires they've had in recent years. They'll be keeping a close eye on that. Making very slow progress getting into Arizona. So first, it will be crossing the Colorado River and then moving into the valley. This is the very latest run of our Futurecast model, really generating this first wave of showers by about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I do think it's going to miss the ASU game. And then overnight, tomorrow night into Sunday, and there's that burst for Sunday afternoon. We'll have much more and your 7-day forecast, with including next week's rain and the snow possibilities all coming up.
All right, Chris, thank you. We'll see you then. Tonight, 7 weeks after devastating floods tore through the area, an Arizona restaurant is now back open for business.
We all remember the horrific flooding that hit the Globe Miami area back in September. But now, after cleaning up and rebuilding, 12 News journalist Maria Stobbs takes us inside a restaurant that's once again ready to serve the community.
La Casita Cafe has been serving Mexican food in Globe for a long time.
We've been open since 1947. I'm the 4th generation owner.
After 48 days, they're back open to a full house.
I'll tell you, the first day we walked in there, I thought we were going to be shut down for months.
Like many businesses downtown, La Casita Cafe was hit hard by the flooding.
We had about 5.5 feet of water in our building.
The guys in orange were digging out the entrance to the restaurant.
Challenges were to just basically tear the whole place apart and start from scratch.
Now they're back open for business, and owner Annie Villalobos says they consider themselves lucky. Many of their neighbors are still in the rebuilding process.
We had a ton of volunteers that came out and have helped us since day one. So that's why I feel like we're truly blessed, because we've had a tremendous amount of help.
And even as recovery continues, the city is open and ready for visitors.
Come to Globe, check us out. We have a lot of businesses to offer.
Reporting in Globe, Maria Stobbs, 12 News.
Maria, thanks. St. Vincent de Paul. They serve people all over our state, helping families through emergencies in their lives. Today, I had the chance to MC the organization's annual Restoring Hope Breakfast. Over 1,300 people showed up bright and early this morning at the Arizona Biltmore to help support this great organization. This year's breakfast raised over $1.6 million to help with their mission. Last year, St. Vincent de Paul rehoused over 1,200 people and helped more than 8,600 remain in their homes. This kicks off a busy time of the year as we pivot from the breakfast to Turkey Tuesday, which is coming up a week from Tuesday, November 25th.
And